help to him to hear that, because here he is getting ready for his next game. He is playing a Brazilian FIDE master, and let's hope we didn't take too much of his time on his first move.
He's just got to play quicker. Like, as he mentioned, a lot of the players will sacrifice quality of moves and just gain a big clock advantage.
Oh no, and we cost him some of his time. This is not good.
No. It happens anyway sometimes.
Okay.
I don't feel bad.
You don't feel bad?
No.
We cost him 30 seconds after we were just criticizing his use of time.
So when I was here last time, Magnus and I chatted during the break, and we were both like lost 2 minutes. So 30 seconds. Oh no, we were talking about golf. We talked about golf, and we both like were down 2 minutes when I was here. So 30 seconds. 30 seconds is okay. It's a London system. He looks relaxed, and
he's not cursing us right now, at least. This was the first time we ever tried to interview somebody in the break, and
oh, okay. I was wondering because the breaks, the time. So at home, I'm always late for my game after the break.
Okay.
You think it's 5 minutes, you have a lot of time, and it just disappears.
I also struggled when I was playing at home. Like, if you have to go to the bathroom, if you want to get yourself a glass of water, you never have time to do that. So you're always like kind of running back and forth, and you're like, okay, there's a minute until the next round. Do I have time now? Do I have time now? And then the break comes, and you're kind of sitting there, and then you realize, oh, this is the time I should be spending on these kinds of things. But it does look like he's gotten off to a good start. The time advantage that his opponent did have is being reduced, and he did have time to get a glass of water, Aman. So,
and there's a threat here.
Start.
You know, Aman wants this. I like this move. It's an interesting decision. Seeing him play the London, again, for those watching online, there's a course coming out soon, and he's worked very hard on it. But here, he wants to ruin the structure for black on the king side. Double those pawns, which not only creates double pawns, but leaves the pawn on the d file isolated. So I'm expecting to see him probably take back with the pawn. You could consider taking with the queen, but then you do have to calculate what happens if black goes pawn hunting.
Does he have time to be calculating things?
Well, that's a good point. That's a moment where he should just take back, I think, right away. Now, if he takes with the queen, that's high energy, and I'll also respect that because it really is. Wow. Okay. Taking with the queen. He's saying, you know what? Your queen can come down and take over here, but there's a problem with it, and I want to see what it is. I love the decision. So this is paid off. Aman likes endgames. He's arguing, black has the bishop pair. I have a better pawn structure, a much better pawn structure, and I'm going to be comfortable in the endgame. And knowing his style, I agree with it. By trading off the queens, the decision-making that comes later on will be easier because there's fewer tactics, problems to solve when the queens are off the board.
But there's still a lot to be solving. And he's threatening a fork and a pawn, but his opponent can do the same. Oh, but his opponent's playing quickly, and he covers the fork.
So I do think black's doing okay, but I know that Aman likes these positions, and oftentimes you play better in positions you like. And yes, black does have the bishop pair, and I think if you play it properly, at some moment, the main piece you're worried about as white is this bishop, this dark squared bishop, finding a diagonal, finding life, but we're still a few moves away from that.
Oh, but he's still a minute down on the clock, and I feel so much responsibility.
Oh, you feel bad? No, don't. It's okay.
I do feel bad.
I don't.
You don't feel bad. That's clear.
Well, he's getting. It's okay. We'll see some speed. One thing about Aman, or even myself, sometimes you get addicted to time trouble, which means no matter what happens, you find your way like under a minute, and then he's really fast with the mouse, and that will actually be exciting. If we can see him like win a game with like 20 seconds versus 2 minutes. Like, it's selfish, but I'd like to see that. Because when he wins when he's low on time, there's some adrenaline going on. And that can be fun.
But we did try to remind him of the fact that he did have a winning position against Sam Sevian in the final stages of that game, but the clock was the deciding factor, and I'm worried that that's going to become a thing here. It's very difficult without the increment.
Aman's bringing the knight in the game. D5 is an isolated pawn. He's going to get 3 attackers on it. Black's going to have to be passive, probably shift the rook over. The play is getting easier for Aman. The clock will start to even out. Move your king over. King to the beat. There we go.
Oh.
Let's go. Easy moves. Black has the bishop pair. The bishop pair needs to breathe, needs open lines. Look at this last move. This bishop's not breathing. That's a pawn. This is getting better and better for Aman. That bishop is blocked by own pawns on the F and the D file, and Aman can treat this like a closed position, and knights are better in closed positions. This bishop pair cannot breathe. Look at the speed now. Aman looks happier. Don't feel bad. His knight's looking at some squares.
Oh, wow. And he looks very comfortable.
Looking over here. You can't defend D5. The rook does not have the same square to use anymore. So the question is, do you try to take that pawn, or do you reinforce your position next move before recapturing? I think Aman is doing very, very well here.
Yeah, and he knows it.
He knows it. They're a little stretch, but just Black's position. The bishops are not active, and this is what we're talking about. That pawn structure. These doubled pawns just hinder the position.
Yeah, okay. He does grab the pawn, so now he's a pawn up, but he's a minute down.
Yeah.
On the clock.
Aman's played some bullet recently. Both of us have. We have some bad habits. We like bullet or hyper bullet. Here, there's a big reason why this pawn is so important. White's up a pawn, but 2 extra pawns on the queen side, since Black has double pawns. When you have 2 extra pawns, there's potential for connected pass pawns, which is one of the easiest ways to convert an advantage. And when you have 4 on 2, start pushing them.
Should he trade the rooks?
Absolutely. Trade, no problem. Bring the king in. Aman is ecstatic. There's no tactics here. Black's bishop is good there, but there's no way to remove Aman's knight in the center. If you can't remove that knight, you won't gain access to this. And so look, that was a good play. He's going to have to respect that. Shift the king over. Creative.
Yeah, and he's spending some time. I'm still worried about his clock.
Should not be spending time there, but that's okay. A5, fixing the queenside pawns. Aman's eventually, slowly but surely. Problem for Black is running out of moves. You never want to push this pawn and block your bishop, but there's no more pawns to push. What does Aman need to do? Find a way to defend all the loose pawns and probably move this knight out.
And then start pushing this past pawn.
Okay, I'm on your side.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah.
I'm so stressed about him having 27 seconds left.
I'm stressed as well, but it can make for a good show depending on your perspective.
Okay.
The pawns are pushing, though. The pawns are pushing. Move the king out of the way. Anywhere. That works. And now the D pawn's pushing. Push the D pawn. There we go. And here comes the rook. Very good technique.
18 seconds.
But Aman's rook is sliding down to the 7th very soon. Look at how nicely those pawns push. You can trade. You don't have to. There's an idea here to sacrifice. Okay. 12 seconds. Goodness. Okay, Aman does need some speed now.
Yeah.
I legitimately
and he steps into a fork. No, that wasn't a fork. No. The bishop would have taken it.
The bishop has to take, pretty much. And now Black's going to be annoying with the rook. 10 seconds versus a minute. This is Aman's favorite situation to be in. 10 seconds versus a minute. If you take that pawn, Aman's going to slide the rook over to the E file. So Black's trying to find tricky moves here. And Aman's sacrificing. Look at that. Connected pass pawns. He's sacrificing. The pawns are pushing. This could be thematic. Black has to recapture. You don't have to, but you're still getting connected pass pawns. Speed, very much required here. And there's the push. And now the rook will slide over. Aman's rook is sliding over.
But he only has 3 seconds. 3.7 seconds.
Push the D pawn here.
He needs to do some pre-moves.
He's pre-moving, yeah. Here's one pre-move. Let's get a second pre-move. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Push.
Oh, no. The pre-moves. But maybe he has time to take all the pawns?
No.
Oh, man. the clock